Hello and welcome back to another Saxandson video. My name is Chris and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I've sort of been learning soprano over the past month or so. I guess it's a bit more than a month now. And I've kind of been doing videos where I just try and learn on the spot and see what happens and turn that into a video. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of things a little bit better, so I thought maybe we could go into a bit more detail and attack something specific in this video. So what we're going to be doing is trying a piece that I know well, but I've never tried to play it before, especially not on the soprano saxophone, and we're going to see what we can do with it, and we're going to break it down and really do a solid practice on it and see what comes up. So the piece in question is Nimrod by Edward Elgar from the Enigma Variations, and the arrangement that I have here is for soprano saxophone and organ. Now, we don't have an organ, obviously. Well, I don't know, is that obvious? But it was the only version that I could find with a soprano saxophone part, so it's obviously been written for the soprano saxophone, or arranged, I suppose. So I'm going to do my best to have everything on screen so you guys can also see. It's obviously written for a B-flat instrument, so you could, I suppose, play this on clarinet. It seems to be in the correct range, and maybe trumpet as well, if you can get high enough. So yeah, should we just do a playthrough to begin with and see what happens? I also haven't warmed up yet, so that might be a disaster. Look at the key signature. Look at the damn key signature. There's a B flat there. Literally the third note. Goodness gracious. Alright, I'm running out of breath. A lot. Oh my god. Maybe I'm playing it a bit slow? So this arrangement reckons it's 52 beats per minute. Okay, so it's a bit faster than I was playing it. Maybe that's why I was running out of breath. I was pretty much trying to take a breath after every single phrase. I suppose towards the beginning of section A, I was forgetting to, which is why I ran out of breath completely. Anyway, let's try this with the metronome. Oh no. That was definitely much easier, doing it a bit faster, but I was also making myself take a breath at the end of every phrase, within reason. So what was that? We got caught up on the high D there, so I also got some spit stuck in the mouthpiece and it was really raspy. That wasn't fun. So this is generally quite a quiet piece. It begins PP and it does go up to FF at the end, But I do think I'm much more comfortable playing the high D a bit louder, so I think we can really make that crescendo go quite high, and I'm definitely not playing the maximum volume that I can, so there's definitely something reserved for the end there, for the grand finish. But I think that sounded quite nice, because it goes from, well, it sort of begins doing an MF in section A, and then grows and grows and sort of grows into still an MF, so I think there's definitely scope to sort of develop and push that a bit more. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I think we can definitely pull it back a bit when we get to the C down to the D, and then pull it back even more because it goes back to PP, so you know, maybe pull it back to an MP and then down to the PP for the section B. What happened there? So it jumps down an octave for the C section, which I don't love. I feel like it really builds up to go high and then dropping down to the lower G for the... That doesn't... I wonder if... I mean, it's not like I'm going to be playing this with an organ or anything. I wonder if we can drop that down somewhere. Yeah, maybe start the C section an octave down. But what else was there in there that threw me off? I was playing the rhythm in the B section wrong. I am aware of that. I was still kind of sight reading it, but we'll deal with that. Oh, on the G, the G was I played a clarinet fingering, and that is a D on a saxophone, so that wasn't helpful. I find that I still do play clarinet notes every now and again, and it just really throws me off. So I'm gonna go from C, but I'm gonna do it the octave down. Metronome is in the way and playing the wrong notes. Oh my god. Should have taken a breath at the end. Wow, okay. I like that a lot. I really like that. Like I said, other than the one bit at section C where I really don't like the octave drop midway through the sort of longer phrase, so I think we'll take that out for sure. It's crazy how much breath control you need on soprano, and I just don't have that yet. I don't have control over like how much breath I push through, so that's a challenge. So I think maybe a few things I really noticed was, one, breath. That was a big problem, not having enough breath, or taking a breath in an unnatural place to make up for it. The tuning on the highest notes, particularly the D and the C, were pretty off. I think it's coming out fine, but then it sort of sounds a bit like a balloon, so it's, you know, it's sort of, I just need to really make sure it doesn't, I'll demonstrate what I think's going on. It kind of loses its tonal quality and sort of just disappears, so I think I need to make sure I really hold those. So with that, I need to make sure I have a massive breath before those phrases. 35 and 36, we have the high D followed by the high C. So I could take a breath there in between the two. I think that did make a difference other than botching the C a little bit. The D to the E drop is also quite difficult. I think I need to work on that being a bit smoother. But of course I can't tongue the D, so the whole phrase needs to be really smooth. That was pretty good, I'm happy with that. Yeah, there's also the phrase on bar 27, 28. That wasn't too bad. I think the whole of the fourth line needs a bit of work actually. The rhythm was throwing me off a bit for that section, so let's try. Okay, the rhythm was a bit better, but obviously botched the high D there. I'm not sure where to go from here. So I'm gonna go from the A section and just go through to the B section, stop, and then sort of really try and think about what's going wrong. Alright, so I hit the D sharp E flat palm key instead of the D one, so that's understandable. And there's the B section. Okay, one thing I really did notice is the high jumps. So da, 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 da. They sounded a little bit iffy, so I think I need to work on that a little bit. Because there is a little bit of an embouchure change there. I need to slacken up, otherwise it won't really work. So it's almost an octave, it's F to G, E to F, and then there's an A to B flat, G to A. So it's sort of a sequence going down and then up again and down. So I find the A to B flat, G to A a bit easier. I think because you have a bit more control above the G. As soon as you go below the G, it sort of becomes a bit more difficult. So it actually sounds better if I maintain the amount of air I'm pushing through and the amount of air pressure. So maybe it is just a matter of slightly relaxing my lips when I make the drop. I think that sounds much better. But then we also have the next bar in the A section. And the drop from high D to E. That is a challenge because you go from one palm key open to pushing all of these down. I can put the fingers down for E with the palm key still open though. So maybe I should try just not worrying about dropping the palm key as much. Wow, that was much better because it just means it's a lot more fluid and I can get the fingers down quicker and then worry about the palm key while that note's sustaining. That's really nice. Like, this sounds so good on soprano. I don't know what you guys think, but I really like that. And I realise I've been playing for a while now already. I mean, this video's probably been cut down, so you probably aren't seeing the full extent of it. However, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think it would be very boring to sort of watch me do more. But I think the idea of this video was to look at my technique a little bit closer and start to train myself to listen more, because I can play all the notes, that's not a problem at all. So I'm playing and I'm putting my fingers down and the note is coming out for the most part, but it's when you start to look a little bit closer and you start to listen to the nuances and those jumps, and you know, I was starting to realise, oh, that doesn't quite sound good. And I think that's the difference between playing a piece and playing a piece. What am I on about? So yeah, I'm going to keep working on this, and maybe in the future we could do like a follow-up video where I'll actually play it and maybe get like a recording of the organ or a piano or something like that. I think that could be quite nice. But yeah, that's it for now, I suppose. I know I've got a lot of work to do on this. I don't think I could play it through with my current stamina level, so that's another thing to work on. But yeah, definitely intonation, those jumps, you know, just making sure everything's working together to get the right sound out, and for all the dynamics to like sort of flourish and appear in the right places. So yeah, lots to be done. Hopefully you've enjoyed this insight, and hopefully it's also been helpful for you guys, because it's sometimes nice to know, you know, what other people are going through and to sort of apply those challenges to yourself. So it's definitely been helpful for me anyway. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for leaving a like or commenting or subscribing. It really means the world. The channel's doing so much better than I thought it was going to, so much appreciated, and have a great day. I'll see you in another video sometime soon. Alright, bye.